hardest part was trying to convince the Japanese American people. You ever watch that? Did you ever read that comic strip Pogo by Walt Kelly? And Pogo was all upset about the ecology and says, "We have met the enemy and they are us." That was sort of like the epitome of the Japanese American community, I thought. We got more sympathy from the non-Japanese American community than we got from the Japanese American community. Because the ones who spoke up said, "Hey, don't shake the boat or don't rock the boat." But the ones who remained quiet, they were for us, I know they were, but they wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't speak up. And, I'll never forget this one presentation I made at a Japanese church, Japanese American church. And after my spiel, this one gal got up and said, "Why are we asking for monetary redress? We don't need the money." And I looked at her and I was astounded. Because for one thing, a lot of the Issei's were barely living on Social Security. And she had the goal to put everybody of Japanese ancestry into one class of what? Middle class, well-to-do. But they weren't. Well, that's not the thing that I was fighting for. Obviously, I was fighting for monetary redress because that was the right thing to do. But I wasn't thinking about monetary wealth, because redress, the only way to compensate for the wrong that we suffered was through financial gains, through financial redress. And it sort of upset me that this gal would say something like that. And after the redress was passed, I kept on wondering, I wonder if she donated that money to a church or to a worthy cause. I doubt it. She probably went out and bought a new car or something like that. But anyway, it was a tough struggle. But finally, the Japanese American people started talking about their experience in camp. And the icebreaker was when we had the commission hearings. We got, after we were fighting for redress, that commission hearing was somewhat of a blow or something, but somewhat of a setback in that it would delay the redress. But there was, shall we say, a disguise in that it's a blessing in disguise is what I was trying to say. Even though it delayed the redress movement, the commission hearings brought out the fact that we were screwed. And it brought out the Japanese American people and saying, hey, we were screwed. They had enough guts and they got rid of that stigmatism that they were carrying and that onus that they were carrying on their back and saying, hey, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to us. And they started talking about it. And so the commission hearing, I felt, even though it was a delay in the redress movement, it was a blessing in disguise. It opened the eyes of the people of the United States. People in the Midwest who never heard of what had happened to us. People in the South and the Northeast and the Eastern Seaboard. And obviously, the commission hearing came to the conclusion that indeed we were screwed. And indeed, we were right to seek redress. And finally, after so many years of meeting with congressmen and council people and stuff like that, and senators, and like Mike Lowry, he helped us real lot. He believed in it, and he encouraged us, And he used every bit of his political power to help us out. And we really appreciated that. And people like him and, Judge Smith in his judicial area, and also he helped us by lobbying for it and help us in any way that he could on this thing. And all those people that helped us, boy, we're really grateful for that.